Hello everybody, and by everybody I mean like all 10 of you who watch these videos. Thank you for your support. So I know I said we have more upload schedule. Unfortunately, life has gotten a little bit in the week. I promised to do better, so for my other constituents out there. So today I'm talking about one of my favorite game series, which is Pikmin. 2023 was a big year for us Pikmin fans, with Pikmin 4 releasing in July, and Pikmin 1 and 2 also coming to the Switch. Add that to Pikmin 3 Deluxe, and the entire series is playable on Switch. Yeah, the entire series. What? No, there's no other Pikmin game. The series only has 4 games plus re-releases. There is no Hey Pikmin. But anyways, Nintendo promising not to make fans wait for Pikmin 5. We'll see if they hold up to their promise. I think now is a good time to go back into the series and examine some of the iconic characters we've come to know and love over the years. And today I'm going to rate them on their dateability. That's right, folks. I'm pulling up a tier list. It's a tier list video in Year of Our Lord 2023, maybe a little bit stale. But we are going to decide which of the captains are the best to go out with. So we're going to be looking at our tier list here. Our tiers are marriage material, long-term partner, casual dates, one night only, or avoid at all costs. So we're just going to go through the series mostly in order. So first we have the intrepid, if I could move it, the intrepid Captain Olimer. What we know about Olimer, he's a smart guy. You know, he did all the animal classifications for the Picklopedias. He's the survivor, he's an adventurer, so that's pretty hot. You know, he's a blue-collar guy. At the end of the day, he is a space trucker. So if you're into them blue-collar guys, that's also a big part of the deal. And we've all seen that video in Times Square. Olimer has cake, and he knows how to use it. However, I would put him in marriage material, but he's already been spoken for. And personally, though I think I could treat him much better than his wife could, I don't see him leaving his wife for me or for anyone. He's a wife guy, and which is also very commendable. It's very, very attractive. So if he wasn't married, he'd be marriage material. But because he is married, I think maybe after a long day on PNF 404, I could convince him to go on a few casual dates. Like I said, personally I'd put him in marriage material, but man's already spoken for, so you gotta respect that. Big wife guy, big wife guy. Alright, so next we have Louis here. Louis is a dangerous psychopath who would probably kill me in my sleep. But he's a really good cook. He's funny. I think he's in his 20s, like canonically, like he just started working at a Hakatate Freight. So, you know, he's closer to my age, you know, which is appealing. Olimer's like 50 years old, which is a little far from me. So I feel like I gotta put Louis, psychopath, good cook. I'm gonna put Louis on long-term partner. I think that's a logical choice. Moving on to the president. So I think the president, like obviously, like no-brainer, you know, no diff, marriage material. He's rich, he's funny. Sometimes he doesn't try to be funny, but he's funny. You know, I think I can get over the age gap thing. Actually, you know what? Here's some pro strats. Feel free to use these in the real world too. So he's older. He's definitely older than Olimer and Louis were. So he's probably going to die soon, right? You get with him long enough, okay, where he puts you in his will, but you just keep delaying the marriage. You know, oh, we have a good thing going. Why would we want to ruin it with a piece of paper? Just keep him happy, but delay the marriage. So keep him happy enough to put him in your will, but delay the marriage long enough until he dies, and then you get his fortune. Now I know he also has a wife of his own, but she's really mean to him. So I feel like it wouldn't be hard to convince him to go somewhere else. Now I suppose then, if we are also accounting for him being married in this scenario, we do have to account for how much money he'd lose in the divorce. If he keeps most of his assets in the divorce, I'm gonna keep him in long-term partner, because well, he's not good with money though. You know what? I literally just remembered the plot of Pikmin 2. And Pikmin 3, Almer's on the planet because so twice he's landed in extreme debt. So damn, maybe I should put his wife on this list. Maybe his wife's marriage material. She's rich, she's old, she's probably gonna die soon. And she's probably not as bad of money. Alright, well, the president's... I'm gonna stick him, you know, the president's the GOAT. You know, it's not just... I made it sound like it's just for money. It's not for money. The president is the GOAT. So we're gonna put him on... We're gonna keep him a long-term partner because I think he's gonna die soon. And my heart's not ready to commit fully to someone who is going to die decades before I do. Alright, moving down the list here. We have Alf. I think Alf is a child. Or at least, at the very least, he gives me like little brother and energy. So I'm gonna say... So for little brother Alf, can I add another... there we go. Yeah, so Alf is giving me like little brother child energy. Maybe it's just because he's so small. I mean, he could be like 40 for all I know, but he's just too much little brother energy. I'm gonna say we're gonna make it list for child, and that's where Alf goes. I messed up. Okay, there we go. Child. Alf is a child. At least that's what he seems like to me. Brittany's an interesting one because I'm kind of going off my own preferences here. I know popularly people would probably pick Brittany, put her marriage material. In fact, when I was searching for images to make this list, literally like I think like the 6th image was blurred for NSFW. So I know Brittany's making top of a lot of people's lists. You know what? She's cool. She's funny. I mean, she'll try to steal all your food. But like I can take like, you know, you're out to eat, you know, steal a few fries. I can manage that, I think. But she's a little sassy with Charlie, but I think Charlie deserves that sometimes. So I'm going to go with the popular consensus here, and Brittany gets my vote for marriage material. Alright, so next we have Charlie. So Charlie, like, he's a veteran. We don't know what he served in. So he claims to be a bit of a badass, which can be kind of hot, but if he was a war hero, sure, that's really attractive. But if he was like a war criminal, we don't know what sort of activities these little space people get up to, right? Well, Pikmin 4 shows it's a pretty peaceful galactic society, so we'll assume he was some sort of war hero. Didn't do any war crimes. However, he can be much. He can be a little much. I do appreciate that he does have a sensitive side with his rubber ducky. I think that's really that's really attractive, but he can be a little much. So we're gonna put him on one night only. So next we have literally you, literally me, literally whoever plays the game. So this is like, would I do me? I mean, I would do me. We're gonna put literally me in the one night only category. You know what? I think I did Charlie dirty. He can go up into casual dates, right? I think Charlie could definitely be a fun fling. He probably has some great stories. Charlie would be a good time, I think. All right, so oh, right. Okay, well, it looks like... Okay, we're back. Also, I changed the color of Alf's row because I didn't like it being the color of an already existing row. Yeah, so these two are actually just dogs. Actually, just animals. So I guess I could say in terms of petability, I mean, just ranked in their own tier, I kind of like Moss's vibes. Moss does feel like on a bad day, they might say some things they'll regret later. But I think at the end of the day, Moss, I think she'd be pretty cool if you got to know her. I think she's misjudged. You know, Ochi, there's literally no thoughts behind those eyes. So I guess Ochi is more petable, but I just kind of like Moss's vibe better. And we have our surprise guest tonight, Fiddlebert. Fiddlebert, if you didn't know, was a secret unlockable captain in Pikmin 1. This is chat, this is real. I'm not making this up, I promise. So Fiddlebert was a secret unlockable in Pikmin 1 who acted as the second player character. he never returned, well, maybe fortunately, because he was known for saying some not so kind things about people different from him. It was a very strange choice of Nintendo, and also just a language barrier. No matter what region, even in the original Japanese, he only spoke Lithuanian, which made it really difficult to understand what was happening. So given his like red flags and his general just like bad vibes, I'm gonna put Fiddlebert in avoid at all costs. So here is our tier list. You can feel free to agree or disagree in the comments. You know what? I caved to popular consensus with Brittany a little bit, so I'm gonna have things my way as well, and we're gonna move Olimar up to marriage material. You gotta have, you just can't do anything less. But otherwise, I feel like this is a pretty solid list. Yeah, so feel free to agree or disagree. And if you like this video, watch more of my videos, because I could really use the the boost. Alright, thank you for watching. That's all. Goodbye.